Welcome to SheManifests Wealth Formula podcast. I'm Liene Uresina, a master of subconscious mind, entrepreneur, and a creator of best-rated course on manifestation, wealth formula. With experience coaching 15,000 plus people, I have crafted a 15-minute formula to solve any problem, aiming to transform health, wealth, and relationships. In this podcast, I strive to showcase real-life transformation stories that bridge the gap from where you are to where you want to be. Let's manifest our lives together because nothing is impossible when we are the conscious creators of our life. Thank you for tuning in today, and let's begin. Hello, greetings from Italy, Sicily. We are in a very beautiful city called Cefalo, and it's a nice and neat city with a small streets, historical, beautiful by the sea. I mean, so far it's been the most beautiful place because firstly we were visiting with our family Rome, then we went to Napoli, then we went to Positano, Amalfi Coast, to all these beautiful places, and then we flew to Sicily because we wanted to explore this island as well. And now it's March, and it's more warm than in Italy itself. But the reason why I'm here is because I felt an impulse to talk about something really important, what is real freedom. And I know a lot of people have this. Now I'm gonna put my eyeglasses just because, sunglasses. And I know a lot of people are seeking freedom. I don't know how about you, but one of my main values is freedom. The freedom of my own choice, the freedom, the way to live the way I want to live, to live where I want to live, to spend my money how I want to spend my time with the people that I want to spend. And this is really, really important. And if this is important, if freedom is important for you, then listen, this video is going to reveal how you can get real freedom in life. So the financial freedom, it's one thing that is really going to be connected with the freedom that I'm talking about. And I can tell you the biggest prison we can create is in our mind. It's the prison where we are not being ourselves, the prison where we are not able to say what I want, to say how to send what we want, to say how we feel, and to experience what we want in life. And there is only one, the biggest obstacle that is not allowing us to explore and experience and feel the real freedom. So this is the fear of losing. That's right, the fear of losing. And I was sitting there by the beach and I was remembering my past, how much I have put myself in the prison just because I had my fear of losing. In my previous business, when I was running my fast food restaurant chain with 8 restaurants, I had like 400 people under me. And it was a tough time because we had to, to make sure that everything is running smoothly. And since I was the CEO of the company, then I was responsible so that everything is going well. And my biggest fear was the fear to lose people, fear to lose my employees, fear to lose money, fear to lose my name as a company, fear to lose the respect. And this fear that I was living in actually put me in the prison. And guess what's happening when you are living in the fear? When you don't have this inner freedom, when you don't have the ability to let go and you want to control everything, you are becoming a people pleaser. You are not able to say what you want. You are not able to say who you are. You are not able to say what you really think. And trust me, this is never gonna give you a freedom, even if you're gonna have loads of money, even if you're gonna have, I don't know, like a beautiful house, a yacht, and everything else. So why am I saying that this is related and connected with your income, with everything that you have right now? Is because if you are living constantly in the fear of losing, if you are living constantly in the fear of not being able to say what you want, what you think, with your team, if you are an employee, with your boss, with your family, with your husband, with your wife, with your husband, with your kids. I'm just gonna move because it's becoming very noisy. So then, how can we talk about the freedom itself? Because you are not being yourself. And if you are not yourself, if you are not able to feel and experience and say, just because you are afraid to lose somebody, someone, or something, that's it. You cannot be free. Even you will have gazillions of money, you will not be able to feel free. So this is something, why am I talking about this? Because this is something that I'm practicing a lot. And trust me, in my past, I was, afraid to say people what I think, because I didn't want some judgment, because I was afraid to lose love, to lose acceptance. And it put me in a lot of pain, in a lot of fear, just because I couldn't be myself. And trust me, I've been working with thousands of people, and I can see how many people are not being themselves, how many people are becoming people pleasers, even strong, decent men who have the power, who have the experience, but since they have this need to be loved and accepted by everybody, you're never gonna be free. And if you are not able to set these boundaries and to say, let's say you have an employee and you're not satisfied with the performance of this employee because you're afraid to lose this person, and there is no growth, there is no development, and how come you can bring more money in your company if you are not able to say your employee what do you really think? And I did this practice for myself, where I promised myself, actually it was around a year ago, where I said, I don't care anymore what's gonna happen, who am I gonna lose, but I will always start to speak openly what I feel, how I feel, to the people and wherever I am. Do I know them well, or I don't know them well, or I'm with my husband, or I'm with my kids, or I'm with my mother, I'm with my father, or with my employees and everybody else. Now I'm always saying, you know what? This situation made me feel this way. This situation made me feel that way. And what's happening, to be honest, nothing big is happening. But firstly, I'm being honest to myself. I am accepting myself, and I'm being respectful to myself. And as we know, the direct proportion how much money we gonna be making is of our self-worth. And the person who is not saying what they feel, who is not accepting what they feel because they are afraid to lose, what is the self-worth that we are representing in the world? What is the self-worth that we are giving as a vibration in the world if we are not able even acknowledge what we want, who we are? So this is something I wanted to share with you, and I want you to think about it, because you can never make money if you don't feel worthy. You can never make loads of money if you will be always afraid to speak, to say, to lose. And I think the biggest level, highest level of this freedom is when you give up the need to control, when you give up the need to control how it's gonna be, when it's gonna be, and when you don't have this desire to be attached to anything, whether it's your children, whether it's your job, whether it's your income, whether it's your house, whether it's your husband, whether it's your wife. And it's kind of in the moment where you know that I trust the universe. And if it is happening this way, I need to be in alignment with my values, with my needs, with myself, to be able to say to the people how I feel, what I feel. Even this is going to bring some losses in my life, but this is a real freedom. To trust the universe that everything is happening exactly the way it's supposed to happen, that you're gonna have in your team exactly the people who are supposed to be in your team without fear of losing, especially with your partner. To be honest, to be able to explain, this is not making me feel right. This is not in alignment with what I've been looking for in my relationship. With your employee who is not performing at the best, and you're just able to say, you know what, even I gonna lose everything, I gonna stay without this person, but I will be open to myself, I will be honest to myself, and I'm gonna say, you know what, this way it's not working. And this is giving so much freedom in your life when you give up the need to control how it's supposed to be, and the vibration that you are giving into the world is, I trust that everything is gonna be okay, no matter what it's gonna bring, but I trust that the right person is always gonna be by my side, and I don't need to be someone in some certain way how people expect me to be, because I am who I am, and I wanna stay who I am. So this is something I wanted to share with you. If you like this video, subscribe, send it to someone who can really benefit, because I want us, as my daughter, us to be free and happy and fulfilled. And this is the real freedom.